Hello, how we doing, everybody? It's Matt Modoc here with OddsJam, OddsJam's resident data analyst, and in this video, I'm going to be giving you some NFL player props to lock in for NFL Sunday specifically. So filter the league for NFL, filter the market for player prop, the date range to Sunday, and here we have it. Some good NFL player props to lock in for NFL Sunday. I have three as of right now. We will see if the odds change as I attempt to lock these in. But let's get started. So the first one that we're going to go ahead and lock in here is Kenny Pickett under 215.5 player passing yards. So this is going to be at minus 115 odds at BetMGM. Excuse me. And let's chat about it. So number one, of course, the math. That's what everybody cares about. At least that's what you should care about because that's the most important thing. So the math behind it. These no vig odds that OddsJam calculates can be viewed as the true line of what a market should be priced at. The OddsJam perfect line prices this at minus 118, minus 119, if you want to round up from the exact line of minus 118.73. So the 3 to 4 cent gap between those two numbers, that is where you get your positive expected value from. All in all, equates to an EV percent of just below 1.5, 1.48%. And I recommend putting a full unit on this one, which for me is $100. So I put $100 on this one. Obviously, we all have different bankrolls, different unit sizes, but whatever one unit is for you is what I would recommend putting on this one. Kenny Pickett under 215.5 passing yards. So these no vig odds, I mentioned the true line, they're pulled from the sharpest sportsbooks in the world in terms of pricing odds. So that's why these numbers are so valuable and why they're so why it's such an important part of the process in terms of making money betting on sports over the course of time, because the best sportsbooks in the world, the sharpest sportsbooks in the world are telling you, hey, this market should be priced at minus 118, minus 119. In OddsJam, then the really powerful tool it is constantly scanning odds from all of the major sportsbooks, trying to find betting opportunities where we're getting better odds than the no vig line, which is exactly what we have here at minus 115. So Kenny Pickett under 215.5 passing yards at minus 115 odds is a really good play. It's basically saying like, hey, all the reputable major stock exchanges have Apple stock priced at $300 a share. And thanks to some tool, we can find it at $280 a share at at $280 a share at some random tool, at some random exchange. But that's going to be a stock that you're going to want to invest in, right? It should be priced at $300 a share compared to, according to all the major stock exchanges, we can get it at $280. That's a profitable stock to buy. It's the same thing here. This is a profitable bet to invest in. And then, so that's the math, right? Like everybody knows. Everybody can see the math if you just look for 2 seconds. No vig odds, bet, percent. Cool. What I like to do and what I recommend doing before even thinking about placing a bet is just view, or you want to view where all the other markets are pricing a play at, right? So we know the bet is at minus 115 at BetMGM. Where does every other sportsbook compare to this BetMGM number? We basically are trying to determine whether this is a true outlier compared to the rest of the sportsbooks or not. That's what we're trying to figure out. So Pinnacle, pricing it at minus 149, that's a good sign. That's like 34 cents higher than what we have at BetMGM. Caesars has it at minus 151, another good sign. It's 36 cents higher than what BetMGM is giving us. And then DraftKings is kind of in the middle, 15 cents higher at minus 130. So a little bit closer to BetMGM, but I wouldn't necessarily say that it's close to the BetMGM number, right? And then for a play like this, right, like player passing yards, we want to view this event page in a new tab because we want to see, like, not every single sportsbook is going to price his player passing yardage at 215.5, right? They're going to have different numbers. So if you open this event page in a new tab and we go to player passing yards, you can just type in, we want to go to Kenny Pickett. So we see numbers range from all the way down to 199.5. That is insane, the difference. So we see Prize Picks has it at 210. That's what this column is here, Prize Picks. We see Monkey Knife Fight have it at 199. That's like 5 to 15 cents lower than what we are getting it at BetMGM. That is insane. That's ridiculous. So this is a really good play. All in all, this Kenny Pickett under 215.5 passing yards is a really, really good play. I definitely recommend taking this one, again, for 1 unit. And that's my first play. The second one, let me give this one a refresh. Always want to make sure that you're working with the most up-to-date odds. The second one that I was going to lock in here, these odds actually got better. So this, I'll go ahead and lock this. I was going to talk about this one second, but it's better, is Daniel Bellinger under 2.5 receptions. So the book is at Caesars at -127 odds. The Novig line prices this 10 cents higher at -137. And look at where the two other books price it. So we only have odds from DraftKings and Pinnacle as of right now. DraftKings has it 28 cents higher. Pinnacle has it like, I don't know, what's this, 55 cents higher, something like that. So it's kind of a wide range we're seeing between the sports books. Like DraftKings has it at -155, Pinnacle at -182. Either way, none of these two books have it close to the -127 number. So I'm comfortable investing in this one. It's not quite as good of an outlier as the Kenny Pickett one compared to the rest of the betting markets because we just don't have that point of comparison. But the fact that Pinnacle has it all the way at -182 is a good sign for me for this bet. So I'm going to go ahead and take this one as well. Recommend putting 1 unit on this one as well. Daniel Bellinger under 2.5 receptions. And then the last one here, which it feels bad fading A.J. Brown after he just blew up against the Titans last week. But you can sometimes find profitable betting opportunities taking advantage of overreactions. So A.J. Brown had a revenge game against the Titans last week. Prior to that, he'd actually been pretty quiet. He was quiet for the past really 3 games, right? Against the Commanders, he was bad. Against the Colts, he was bad. Against the Packers, he was quiet. So the blow-up game against the Titans was predictable, not necessarily something representative of what's going to happen maybe on Sunday. And the math supports that. So +102 at Caesars. The Novig odds price this at about +101. And look where all the other books price it. So it says the odds have changed. It's still +102 at Caesars, so we're still good locking this one in. But like DraftKings and BetMGM basically have it as a 50-50 outcome. They say, we don't know whether he's more likely or not to go over or under this prop, so we're going to price it even each way. Pinnacle slightly favors it going over. If you compare the two numbers, which is why the Novig odds are a little bit plus money at +101, but still has it close to 50-50. So this +102 at Caesars is a good price. And then again, we want to see where other sports books price his receiving yardage prop at. Do they have it differently than 70.5? So again, we want to go to player receiving yards, and we want to go down to A.J. Brown. And it might be the same, right? We might not be able to glean anything, but we still want to look. So it looks like Monkey Knife Fight has it 9 yards higher. So that's, I mean, for those of you who are using Monkey Knife Fight, it's two pretty good plays. I know we're taking A.J. Brown under 70.5, so take him to go under 79.5 as well, because that's an insane price. But that's going to be it for this video. So 3 player props for you guys to lock in. Recommend putting just a half unit on the A.J. Brown one. I did forget to mention that. So 2 1-unit plays, 1 half-unit play, 2.5 units in all, and that's it. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you are tailing these, comment and let me know, and that's it. So happy betting, happy watching, and have a good one.